Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to do another one of these top 10s. Now, again, I'm not going to go through every single category, there's what, like 50 of them, but I will probably try and knock out a couple of these, and I felt like the Buu Saga was a really good category to do this for, because the Buu Saga is in a really weird place. I was actually, like, really shocked when I did this list. I was like, oh wow, like, the Buu Saga category is in a way worse, position than I thought, right? I felt the same way about Realm of Gods, too, going through the top 10 for that. Now, the Buu Saga is going to get massive, ridiculous buffs upcoming very soon. We're probably going to get, like, you know, an LR Kid Buu, an LR Ultimate Gohan, a better Fat Buu, a better Gotenks, a better Vegeto, all those units. You know, maybe, like, some sort of similar Spirit Bomb Goku / Super Saiyan 3 Goku that Legends has. Maybe Dokkan would implement a similar one. Maybe a Goku and Vegeta card from the Kid Buu fight. Like, there's a lot of possibilities. The Buu Saga has so many characters. And, like, I do think after the 5-year anniversary, we're probably going to move into some Buu Saga stuff again. So, maybe, you know, I think maybe like a Fat Buu and a Gotenks would probably be like the next landing spot for potential new Buu Saga characters. The one thing I do want to say, I hope that when they go to release more of the actual Buu characters, so like the Super Buus, Buuhan, you know, and the Kid Buus, I hope they really make them stupid busted, because, you know, a lot of the Buu units in the game, I am just not enamored with at all, right? Alright, so let's jump in. So, okay, I have 11 units here, because here's the issue with this Buu Saga team right now. There's 2 different characters that occupy 2 slots in this top 10, basically. You know, which goes to show how weak the overall Buu Saga category team actually is. The reason is because many of these units are, you know, from very early on in the game's age, right? Like, you know, a bunch of the early Dokkan Fest exclusives. Like, look how many of the early Dokkan Fest exclusives were Buu Saga characters, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Kid Buu. So those are 2 of the first 4, right? Then, you know, we get 3 of the God Leaders are from the Buu Saga. So, you know, it's just been a long time since we've sort of gone back there, right? Dokkan has been, you know, filling in gaps all over. Now they're finally getting back to the Buu Saga with some of these powerful units, but some of them I'm just not the craziest about, right? So this Gotenks, I think he's about to get his EZA on Global within the next month or so, I would say, probably. He's really good, but, like, I was just comparing, like, how does this Vegeto perform versus how this Gotenks performs? And, you know, a little bit of this is, okay, equipment. Right now, it's, what, 3 days until the anniversary starts, the 5th-year anniversary. Equipment is going to be implemented in this game. We have the 2 Super Vegetos are both on this top 10. I think the Super Vegeto units, above any other unit in the game, stands to get this biggest buff from the equipment from what we've seen. Because it seems to me like you can stack crit chance for bronze, silver, and gold equipment, which infinitely raises the strength level of these Vegeto units. Because what I've found is that even Agl Super Vegeto's EZA is very good, but if he doesn't get those crit counters, he's not that impressive compared to other, like, mega hard hitters that have released lately. You know, they just jump out there and they're dropping these ridiculous attack stats. You know, the Vegetos whittle up enemies down, but against some of these bosses with high defenses, even like Super Android 13, which is just a Dokkan Fest event, like, Vegito doesn't really do much damage to him, unless, you know, I guess you're either really dripping him with support, or he's getting those crit counters. So being able to get the Vegetos higher than a 40% chance to crit would just be a monstrous power buff to them. Because, honestly, if Agl Super Vegeto would crit every single attack, he's probably, like, the 3rd best unit in the game or something like that. Like, I still might like Gohan and Goten and Kale and Khalifa better, but I think Agl Super Vegeto would be like 3. If every single attack of his ignored defense, so all of his counters would just rack up this ridiculous amount of damage. So them getting the crit chance is going to be very impactful. You know, so I do kind of want to put this physical Super Vegeto at the 10 spot. Just does go to show you, you know, this guy is, you know, the leader of the team, and he's at number 10. You know, that goes to show how the Buu Saga team can be improved, right? Next, we have LR Trunks and Goten. Now, I feel like some people probably wouldn't agree with my placement of Trunks and Goten, probably even on this list at all, honestly. But I do think they're actually a unit that is underrated, because to me, one of the biggest things about a summonable LR and how effective they can be is how easy it is for them to get their 18 key super attack. Trunks and Goten have one of the easier 18 key super attacks in the game to get even now. And they came out, look how long ago it's been. It's been a super long time, right? They do have Shocking Speed. They do have Shattering the Limit. Both links that are common on the teams that they're on. Plus, they get this random key right here, which usually is a lot. I believe each key is it's like a 16% chance or something like that. Is it not listed here? Where is it? I definitely saw it, but it's like each key has, I think it's like a 16 or a 17% chance or whatever it is. Like, it's all equal across the board between 3 and 9 key. And because their attack buff is on super attack, they hit super hard. As long as you get their 18 key super, they will have a little bit of defense after they super. But really, the reason I have them in the 9 spot, despite the fact that you will frequently see them above like a 4 million attack stat, is because they're not really defensive. And I like looking at, again, the whole unit itself, right? So leader skill is another thing that does sort of hurt them. It's solid, I guess, for Dokkan Battlefield, but they're AGL. And AGL is the most stacked typing by far, especially Super AGL. Like, come on. Majin Vegeta, I put him above Trunks and Goten, just because, he's going to hit a bit harder. It's very easy for him because unlike other traditional LRs, you only want to get a 12 key super attack with this guy. In reality, the golden number is a 17 key super attack. That's his strongest attack, right? And he's on a lot of teams. Obviously, Majin Vegeta is still super good. It's just the same thing with Trunks and Goten. He just doesn't have defense. Like, if you just slapped, I don't know. Oh my god, his defense is 15,000. If you gave this guy just 50% defense at the start of turn, he jumps up to probably 3 on this list. That's all it would take. He's still tremendously good, but he's just from an old era, right? An era where units either hit super hard or they had defense and they hit like feathers. That's just the way it is, right? So Majin Vegeta has aged a bit, but I do still think he's worthy of being on this list. Okay, next we're going to go with Agl Super Vegeto right here. Now, maybe this is a bit lower. I know I can hear everyone on the Dokkan subreddit calling me stupid and stuff like that, but, these top 10 lists are heavily opinion-based, right? But I already explained my thoughts on Vegeto earlier. If the equipment system comes out and it has the effect on this guy like I think it does, again, this guy would he might even go to number 2 on this top 10 if the equipment is as big of an effect on these Super Vegeto units as I think it will be, right? But one thing about this guy, he has Prepared for Battle and Shocking Speed, and he's got Golden Warrior. He has a godly link set, very good. The biggest issue with him is that his defense is not at the start of turn, so usually you are going to want to put him in that first spot. That way he's able to get the extra attack buff before he does counters and stuff like that. But if you get supered immediately, his defense does nothing because he takes double digits even from Int UI Goku from normal attacks. So it's just a design flaw. They're so scared of the counter mechanic. It sucks, right? Maybe the biggest negative about our boy Vegeto here is he's only on 3 category teams. That's so low. But, right now, my current favorite team in the game, most fun to run, is the Super Saiyan team led by this guy, right? So, keep that in mind. Vegeto's right there. Next, I have AGL Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. Now, again, I feel as though people probably would heavily disagree with this. But I just feel like until the equipment, shows to be that powerful with the crit chance to make the Vegetos more impactful, this unit, which is offense, defense, orb changing, really good leader skill for a non-Dokkan Fest exclusive or LR. He's got a really good link set for the teams he's on. He's on a number of good teams. Again, the orb changing. He doesn't need to be going up against a Vegeta family category enemy to be very valuable. I just really like this guy. But the big negative about this guy is he's not the only Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku on this list. Same thing. We have 2 Super Saiyan 2 Angel Gokus on here, and we have 2 Super Vegetos on here. Again, just going to show the weakness of this category. Next, we have STR Majin Vegeta, who I have found to be a bit better than Goku. I will say that Goku having Prepared for Battle is better than this guy having Over and a Flash on a lot of these teams. But this guy is crazy. A lot of the same reasons Goku was good, this guy is good as well. He's able to hit way harder, but Goku, remember, is able to heal, 10,000 HP per orb, which is very solid. He's on a number of teams where he's good on a lot of these teams. And the thing that, with this guy, unlike the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, who has the same name as this guy right here, the Vegeta is Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then he transforms into Majin Vegeta. So you can use Majin Vegeta on the new Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta team, which is very, very helpful. So, boom, here exactly is what this is going to look like. Look at that. Angel Goku is at 3 and 6, and then Super Vegeto is at 7 and 10. So, we have got to get that changed. I was really debating not including like the second Super Vegeto and then even the second Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. I really thought about it. But then I was like, well, I did use TUR Kill and Khalifa on some of these lists, so I felt like it wouldn't be consistent of me to not like count Physical Super Vegeto and AGL EZA Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, right? And especially the Angel Goku, you know, he's just a banner unit that, like, if you've been playing 500 Days Plus, you have him. Because he's been on some of the best banners in the game's history. The 3-year anniversary banner, the 4-year anniversary banner, and the Tanabata banner, he was on. So you definitely summoned on those banners. Chances are very high you pulled him. Everyone pulled, you know, the Scouter Vegeta, Kaioken Goku, the Angel Goku, and the Majin Vegeta, rather than pulling, like, the LR Fusions and the Super Saiyan 4s, stuff like that, right? So, you know, that makes him even more valuable. Whereas this guy is a brand spanking new Dokkan Festival exclusive, right? So obviously, for many players, you're not going to have this guy for months and months and months, a year, 2 years, you know, it'll take a while. Whereas this Angel Goku you probably have, and he's really, really good. I've talked at length about these two units. Again, I do like Goku a bit better than Vegeta. I know people disagree with me very heavily right now. If I change my mind in the future, I change my mind in the future. But right now, I do like Goku better because I do like Goku's transformation a bit better. Feels a bit more consistent to me. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And the next two should be super obvious. We have LR Vegeto, and then we have LR Gohan and Goten. It's just, yeah, they're the two best. I do like LR Vegeto, obviously. Aged well. You know, I'm not even really considering his fusion too much. Outside of the Legendary Goku event, you're just not really going to see his fusion. Well, I guess Majin Buu Saga Super Battle Road, it's probably pretty common to get this guy, actually, because you fight that Vegeto boss who has, like, he legitimately has, like, 20 million HP or something like that. So you will see the Vegeto fusion take place against that fight. But, you know, other Super Battle Road stages, even Dokkan events, you're not going to see this guy because you're just not going to take enough damage. I mean, unless you're fighting Android 13, who, as insane as it sounds, I think Android 13 might be the hardest Dokkan Fest event because he massively lowers your defense on super attack, doing like 250k damage. Then he will stun you at like, what is it, like a 50% chance or whatever. And then he hits you like 3 more times and he's doing like 70k normals each, right? So either him or probably SDR Namek Goku. I think those are probably the two toughest right now. That 13 fight, I've died like 5 times against Android 13, like, you know, doing showcases. Like, he supers you and then he just like wipes you off the screen. When the bosses lower your defense like that they are easily able to kill you, which I do like. It's good that, you know, we can die sometimes. Gohan and Goten I don't need to talk about really at all very much. You know, you guys know how much I love Kale and Khalifa. I do kind of put Gohan and Goten on the same pedestal as them. I mean, you know, if you're going to use these guys, they're good on, like, pretty much all these teams. It's just you have to build the team. Like, you have to make them the focal point in order for them to really be truly at their best. But once they're at their best, they're better than every other unit in the game outside of Kale and Khalifa. And again, there's just no scenario to me where I see any other unit in the game surpassing these two right now. Like, you know, again, even if Vegeto had 100% crits, I probably would still have him placed at like 3rd, I think. I don't know. I'd have to think on it some more, actually test out how that would look. But, like, you know, Gohan and Goten, many times, you know, they do like 3 super attacks at like 5 million plus. Like, they're just crazy. They're nuts. They're super, super strong. And they're super good everywhere, too. Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, Dokkan events. They're good everywhere. So that really, really makes me confident and fine at having them in the #1 spots. And then obviously Vegito, super good, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the other Buu Saga units we have here. Transforming Buu, This Goku's actually not bad, but, you know, I don't think he's better than any of the units here. Ultimate Gohan has aged pretty poorly. His defense isn't great. I am not a fan of the Gotenks. Again, his defense is bad. This guy, though, is probably going to be very nasty when he gets his EZA. If they just give him defense at the start of turn, he's going to be so disgusting. He'll be so disgusting. Angel Goku, again, he just needs the same thing. He's going to get an EZA. They're just going to give him defense, and he's going to be disgusting. Just that's all. This guy was probably slot 11 again. I mean, when he gets his EZA, I mean, he's probably going to be above like a 5 million attack set every turn or something like that. It's just like he's going to be in like the Gohan and Goten camp of you got to build the team around him, and then he's going to be able to carry you. I think we'll see what happens. Buuhan and Gotenks are both units who initially on their easy aim like whoa, they're so good, and then as time has gone on, I've very much soured upon them because Buuhan, he can take a lot of damage, and so can Gotenks. And, these days I'm looking for balanced units more so than just like damage dealers or something like that. I don't know. They're solid. Buuhan does have the healing, but Kid Buu is good, but if he would be a lot better if he just kept giving ki no matter what. But the fact that he only gives ki above 80% does hurt him a bit. And then this guy's super, super good, but, he's old. He's the first EZA unit, right? So here is the top 10 for the Majin Buu arc team. I'll probably try and do a couple of more category teams. I don't really know how many, but we'll probably try and circle around to a few. Thanks, guys, for watching. Remember, opinion-based. I know everyone disagrees. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to build this list, and people are going to disagree with you, right? Like, just keep that in mind, right? There's no scenario where I win here. Like, even if I would do it by the Dokkan subreddit standards and just go like by APT, right? Like, let's just go the top 10 hardest hitting units. Then you get people like me who would come in and say, well, I like defense more than APT. So there's nothing you could do, right? So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.